Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
Good. How's it going, Rebecca?
Doing good, yeah. Staying busy. Hoping that Zoom will be nice to us today. We had some Zoom issues yesterday across the like really hoping that it's going to be nice.
You never know.
I never know. Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi there.
Sherry, do you ever get lonely in that big conference room all by yourself?
Right. I don't have an office to be able to do this and participate, so
Oh no.
yeah, so I gotta jump in here or else I'm just in the back lurking.
Yeah. Good morning, Mary. Well, we should be expecting maybe some new faces today. Uh, the Alice Task Force has been freshly circulated somehow around the community, and we've had a lot of people who either were a part of it in the past or hadn't heard of us, who had asked to join for this meeting. So I'm hoping that we'll see some new faces from all over Region 1. But if not today, hopefully, in the next few meetings. That's exciting. So I don't know who's talking about us so nicely, but thank you for that.
I did mention it at our meeting, a meeting that I had with at the mental health fair at NIC.
Oh, great.
I suggested a lady from Equus, I can't remember her name now,
Mhm.
to join. So I gave her your
Yeah.
information.
Okay, great. I've had so many, so I honestly couldn't even tell you, like, because we do have some people from Equus, so I'm sure that there was one. But
Yeah,
yeah, we've
Brittany.
had, I think,
That's probably Brittany.
so
Brittany
many
comes
come
from
in.
Yeah.
Brittany Abdullah. I forget the last name, but
Thanks,
And
Brittany.
Donna.
Sean is also from
Yeah, hi,
Equus.
Brittany. It's a hyphen name. I forget the second part of the hyphen. Yeah, hopefully the gentleman from the clubhouse in Sandpoint's going to join today too. I told him it would be a really valuable meeting for him.
I did receive an email from them, and yeah, I think he's one of the ones that was planning on attending this one, and if not this one, definitely the next one.
Oh, good.
But there's been a lot of really positive buzz. Good morning, about Duncan presenting today. Everybody's really excited to hear about the new home share. So
Really? That's exciting.
yeah,
You're a celebrity everywhere you go,
We-
Duncan.
Yep,
not
Duncan.
to make other presenters feel lesser than. We always get very positive feedback, but there has been a very unique like excitement about him presenting today. So
Cool. Well, I have exciting news for Hope Share, so that's exciting too.
No pressure,
I
Doug.
love it.
I know.
All good things. It'll be good. And yeah, I've got to keep my camera off. I'm having technical. It's been one of those weeks. It's just how it goes, right?
Totally okay. I was
So-
warning Donna right when we started that United Way across the board yesterday was having trouble with Zoom. So I'm hoping that it's going to be nice to us. It seems to be running a little slow on my end. Like it's
Mhm.
only letting me admit one person at a time. So hopefully it's nice to us, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
that's all. Good vibes.
This is Jackie from the Commission for the Blind, and I'm also keeping my camera off because I'm actually homesick today and I look like crap. So there's my honest disclosure.
Oh,
It's
tis the
okay. I'm a
season.
lot. I mean, I'm good, but I'm just not like camera worthy good. Yeah, I don't want to scare anyone. So
Well, thank you for being here despite not feeling 100%.
It's going
Think
around.
just because it's a little slow, I'm gonna give us a few more minutes before April takes over, just to see if anybody else is popping in and it's just delayed. But let's see. Thinking about like 2 minutes, maybe we'll get the ball rolling and make sure that we're staying on time.
Hey there, Brittany here. I am here, but I'm having trouble with my camera on my computer this morning. Still working on figuring it out.
No worries. It sounds like Zoom's just not being nice to a lot of us today.
Good morning. Are we introducing ourselves? Sorry, I just joined in.
We're just about to start. It's a little slow. It's only letting me admit one person at a time, so I'm trying to give everybody a chance to hop in, but we're gonna start in about 1 minute.
Okay, good. I just wasn't sure if I missed anything.
Nice to see you though, Gladys.
Nice to see you too.
I think it looks like it's not trying to jump anybody else in. I'm sure there will be a few stragglers as there always is. But April, if you would like to take it away with our icebreaker and introductions, feel free. And I'll just keep admitting people as we go.
Sounds good. Good morning, everyone. My name is April Gregoire. I'm the project director for Equus Workforce Solutions. We are the administrators of the Adult and Dislocated Worker WIOA or WIOA programs for the entire state. So we've got a handful of us up here north. Actually, I think the majority of us are up here now that I'm thinking about it. Born and raised up here, so sorry, proud for a moment, I guess. So the icebreaker is going to be in one word. What is something you're grateful for this week? And I'm just gonna say sunshine when it's here. All right, and then I guess should we just go down? This is where it gets tricky with who goes next. So let's have Evelyn go.
Oh my God, you have to put me on the spot. So I'm Evelyn. I work for Idaho Housing and Finance Association. I'm their family self-sufficiency specialist / housing counselor. And what I am grateful for, there's so many things, but if I have to have one word, I guess I have to say my husband, because he supports me and he puts up with my stress when I'm dealing with this job when it comes to not having as much, resources when, people really need it. So that's
Aw, that's cute.
it.
Nice. All right, Brittany. Hopefully we can hear you. So Brittany, go.
I would like to say community. I am Brittany Clapp Abdella. I'm the current outreach and engagement specialist here at Equus.
Let's see. Donna.
Hi, good morning. I'm breaking in a new phone, so I'm not turning my camera on either yet. I'm also grateful for the community, and all of the support that they give people in need, especially when times are so scary right now. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm grateful for.
Love it. All right, Chrissy.
Hi, I'm Christy. I'm from navigation, and I apologize for not having my camera on. I don't know if something with AI in the room, but our security, if I have my camera on, then I don't have audio. So I am thankful. I'm gonna piggyback on what Evelyn said for my husband and my family. I just have tremendous support, and I'm very fortunate in that regard.
Nice. All right, Duncan.
Hi, I'm Duncan with HomeShare Kootenai County. And I'll also piggyback of Donna and community. I love the community here.
Nice. Let's see. Gabriel.
Hi, good morning. My name is Gabriel Custodio. I'm the program director at Sand Creek Connections. It's with NAMI Far North in Sandpoint. Sorry about me driving. I just dropped off one of our members and trying to get back to the clubhouse. One thing I'm thankful for is heating or warmth. I know I personally sometimes can take that for granted, but hearing stories of some of our members, yeah, that's something that definitely, it's very important that we're trying to help a lot of people with. So, yep.
Nice. Gladys.
I think there are quite a few things actually that I'm grateful for that have been mentioned already. I think I'm gonna say for my home, that it's a safe place where I can come to and that I have a home. I've been working with a few clients who don't, and so I'm grateful for that today.
Nice. Jackie.
Good morning, I'm Jackie Stallings. I'm the vocational rehabilitation counselor at the Idaho Commission for the Blind and Visually Impaired. It's cool because I feel like I know most of the people on this call, which is encouraging to me. My one word would be coffee this morning because it is delicious and I'm really grateful to have it every day. So it's out of a coffee pot, but it's delicious.
Christy. I think she said she can't talk. Did I read that right? We'll go to Marie.
Good morning, Marie Holmes with CityLink Public Transportation. I am grateful this week our veterans. I'm glad that we do have a day where we can focus on all that they have contributed and continue to do for everybody. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Nice. Let's see, Michaela.
Michaela is also unable to
She
speak.
can't
She's
talk. Okay.
driving.
Got it. All right. Oh, I see Sean's on. Sean, what are you grateful for? One word.
My job. I love my job.
You didn't say that just because I'm on here, Sean.
No, not at all.
Okay. No, I love that. We do have awesome jobs, don't we?
Yeah.
Let's go, Sherry.
Hi, good morning, Sherry Badger, City of Coeur d'Alene, and I am thankful today for my family, and that would be my thankfulness every day.
All right, Teresa.
Hi, I'm Teresa with BPA Health, and I think today I am thankful for recovery.
Love it. Thank you. Okay, did I get everyone? Sometimes the people were names are popping around. Did I get everyone, Rebecca?
We had a few people hop in at the end.
Okay.
I believe Angela and then Elko. I don't know that one.
Okay. Angela, would you like to share what you are grateful for in one word?
Uh, transportation.
Love it. All right. What about you, Rebecca?
I am grateful for the ability to bake. I've been baking a lot lately. I'm having fun with it.
Ooh. I'm jealous. I do not have that talent. Nice. Okay, I think we got everyone, maybe. Okay. All right, intro's done, little icebreaker. Thanks for sharing, everyone. So, all right, Duncan, so the floor is yours, sir.
Sweet. Thank you. Thanks for organizing this. I know most of you, so this might not all be new information. But yeah, excited to share about Home Share Kootenai County today. I'm Duncan Menzies and I'm the program director, Home Share Kootenai County, and we're an affordable housing nonprofit. So we source opportunities for shared housing and creative housing solutions in the region. I'm sure I also don't need to tell all of you the need for affordable housing in our area. I could give you those numbers if you would like them. Then I can give you some studies that we helped do. So we realize that shared houses isn't suitable for everyone, but we also realize that it gives a unique opportunity when there is shared housing to have mutually beneficial arrangements to those who do use it. We also realize that when coordinating shared housing, it's important to have a third party home share. It's kind of essential so that you have advocacy on both sides so that the needs, expectations, and agreements are communicated and outlined. And so that's what we're here to do. And also to break down the barriers of shared housing while also addressing those needs of the owners and tenants. So that's kind of like what it looks like in fuzzy words. So I just wanted to spend some time to give you examples of the kind of matches and the different types of matches or arrangements that we do, so that if you come across maybe a home provider or someone looking for affordable housing, you would know, oh yeah, home share would be a good fit for them. So one match that we made this week was to a 70 or 8-year-old woman who often forgets things. She's homebound and she needs reminders. And she has been living alone for the last 40 years. And her family is completely detached, doesn't come and visit, doesn't do things with her. But she has some really wonderful neighbors. She has this really caring, friendly neighbor who comes and visit her multiple times a week. And she helps her with her finances because she's at the point where she can't remember things and remember bills. And she called Home Share and asked us if we could find somebody to help her so that she could maintain her independence in the home. So she was looking for someone to offer companionship so that she could stay in the home, but also looking for someone to help out in the kitchen and making trips to the grocery store. So we were able to match her with a seeker with a background in caregiving who also assisted her father with dementia in the last years of his life. She works, but she has a disability which keeps her from working full time. So she was really in need of looking for something that was an affordable option. Voila, we found like the perfect match. That was a perfect pairing. They get along great. They shared a meal together, and then they came to terms with a mutually beneficial arrangement for virtually no rent. One is able to maintain living in her home, have assistance with remembering things, and get rides to the grocery store, and the other receives housing, doesn't have to work as much, and friendship. So that's an example of kind of like a service exchange for reduced rent or no rent. And about 20 to 30% of all our providers are kind of looking for that sort of arrangement. I want to give another example. This our small farm in Rathdrum. The husband has Parkinson's and is slower at doing things around the farm. They had built the house 20 years ago, added a wing, and that wing served as an Airbnb for the last couple years. But as they're aging, wanting to travel more and not wanting to manage the Airbnb, they looked to home share to find a person to help them feed the chickens and goats when they go on vacation, and to be there more full time. And they were specifically looking for college students. So we found them not one, but two NIC college students, one who's in the nursing program and one who's not. And they get along great together, and they get along with the owners. So they love the balance of being in nature and around animals while they're also going to school. So that's another type of arrangement of where we're matching a space that has multiple rooms that will be shared. So trying to see if they work together with each other and then also with the owner. And then I want to give two other examples of different types of arrangements that home share can look like. We do have one owner with multiple properties. She has 2 basement studios and an independent rental attached to the property. And some of those rentals she wants to offer maintaining the yard or snow removal for reduced rent in the winter months. We've been able to find her multiple seekers that are able to help out with the yard and snow over the past year, and pay reduced rent for that. And so home share has provided her like the peace of mind and handling all the background checks and the vetting to find the right person for her space. And although it's rare we'll have a home provider having multiple units, we do have a few of those. The last example I wanted to give is our newest partnership with the former Roosevelt Inn in downtown Coeur d'Alene. And so the inn was bought by former Mayor Steve Whitmire earlier this year, and we're partnering with him to match for all of the rooms. So this once preschool, which was built in 1905, is now serving as a below market rent affordable options for those who need it. We currently have an older woman who's on Social Security, and we have some young professionals in their 30s, are some entrepreneurs, and we have one person rebuilding their life after recovery. So that's a little bit of the examples of some of the matches and how they could work. And as you can hear, it can look like a lot of different things. But at the end of the day, it comes down to relationship and compatibility. I meet with all the seekers and all the home providers, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a perfect fit. So we handle the vetting and background check and matching. And we also advocate for the owners and the tenants' voice. And I'm sure, as many of you know, working with underserved communities, it often just takes an advocate to have their voice be heard and for them to get what they need. And often working with older people or younger people, they need their voice to be heard on both sides. To just give an example of that, if you're a tenant looking for a place, you often feel like you can't communicate your needs, or if you're a young student who's never rented a place before, you kind of need someone to stand up for you. And so that's why I'm there to communicate their needs. And we've had a few of those situations where tenants have come to me and be like, hey, this wasn't in the agreement, but they're asking me to do this, and I don't feel comfortable doing it. And I can communicate to the owner as like, this is the agreement that we've all decided on. And reversely, on the other side, the majority of our home providers are seniors. And some of those seniors also are facing lots of loneliness. We don't have a lot, but some will come to us and be like, I want to offer free rent and I just want companionship. I just want someone in the home. So they kind of need an advocate to say it, to communicate their needs, and be like, ah, that's great that you just want someone in the home. But if someone's sharing it, then they should be involved in helping out with the space and not taking advantage of you. So we're there to kind of advocate on both sides. And so although it can look like a lot of different things for home share, and we are open to everyone, we can kind of only match our home provider preferences. So, which is often looking for single females or seniors. We get a lot of home providers who are senior females looking for other senior females. And I call it like the Golden Girls effect. Like they're looking for someone that understands their time in life, and sharing their space in that way. And often older couples are looking to house a college student, and having a younger energy in the home. So that gives you kind of idea of demographics that we serve. We're funded through grants, private donations, and our small match fee, all of which do not cover the cost of operations currently. And those who offer little to no rent often require more assistance, more meetings in order to find them a quality match, which we never get compensated for. So fundraising and grants is what keeps us providing the service to the community. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with a board of directors. Often, most of those people on the board are also leaders in other nonprofits like St. Vincent de Paul, CD Aid, and On-Site for Seniors. And we have a volunteer committee called Senior Advocate who brainstorm community outreach, help with tabling events, funnel new providers and seekers, and also make these match candles, which I'll show you. So each new match that's made in home, it's a gift to the provider and seeker. It's like a housewarming gift. It's cool. It's things that we're looking to in the future. HomeShare is looking to ways to eliminate the barriers for home providers who wish to open up their homes to open up their homes. So last year we assembled the HomeShare Kootenai County Health and Education Committee, assembled of potential investors that would give grants to those home providers. In exchange, those grants would do like small renovations, small repairs in order for them to open up their homes for a set period of time and offer affordable housing to someone in the workforce at large, someone going to school, or somewhere in the healthcare industry. So that we're hoping to launch next year. So if you're interested at all in becoming involved in HomeShare, you can join our newsletter. I don't know if you guys want to use QR codes. I don't know. It's not going to work. I should have printed off this smaller. But if you go to our website, www.homesharekc.org, you can sign up for our newsletter there. And we probably send something out once a month and do successful stories and organizational updates, community news, an upcoming fundraiser. So please sign up for that. And then we're also looking for new board members. We currently have 5, looking to increase it to 9. And so if you're interested or would like some more information, we'd love to sit down at coffee or email and chat more about that. Specifically, we're looking for people with a finance, our legal background, our construction background, because we need your expertise on our projects in the horizon. So, and also, if you currently know of someone looking for affordable housing, please direct them my way, because we have a rarity right now where we have more spaces available than we're having qualified home seekers apply. And so if you know someone, send them my way. One example, we still have 4 or 5 units at the Roosevelts, and they start out at $700 a month. That's all inclusive, fully furnished, and has like a shared kitchen, and becoming like a cool community here. We also have some service exchanges with virtually no rent or no rent. One of those specifically is an older gentleman who's looking for someone to help out with companionship and cooking in exchange for that. So if you know someone, send them my way. And with that, I want to thank United Way of North Idaho and Rebecca for organizing all this and giving the platform so that we can all learn about what we are all doing. And I'll drop my email in the chat. If people want to send it, send me any leads for things or want to chat about board member things. And with that, I'd open up if you guys have any questions for me, about HomeShare, or about some of the projects on the horizon.
Duncan, I'm just curious, how many matches has HomeShare made so far?
This year we've made I think it's close to 20. And then since we've began, it's been 55 matches. So we started in 2022.
Very good. Also, just another little follow-up question. I work with grant funds here at the city, and I interact with a lot of low-income seniors. And do you have, I guess, any information, brochures, anything like that, that kind of helps? They're not very receptive. I mentioned this program to quite a few of them, and they're not real receptive to having another person in their home just yet. But I'm just wondering if that's one of the stumbling blocks too, with, you know, trying to find connections and folks that probably could use some, you know, rent money or help around their home, but they're just, you know, kind of on the fence on it.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing I get from people. And things I like to say is that I'm not gonna send someone that I don't think is compatible with that person. And sometimes I'll go and meet with a new home provider and I get there and I'm like, you're not the right fit for HomeShare. Or I let them know it's gonna be a couple months till I feel like I'd find the perfect match for you because it's very specific needs. But things that I say to encourage them to is that you're with HomeShare, you're opening up your home, but like I'm the third party, so you don't have to feel bad saying no. Like I've had lots of meetups where the home provider might feel pressured to say yes, and I'm like, you don't say anything to that person. You can I make a call with you after the meeting and be like, how did it go? You're not pressured into saying anything. And we also have in the agreement the option to do a trial period. So a 2-week trial period where both sides, if something comes up or you're like, this is not going to work at all, then you can break the agreement before committing to a longer lease. So, but I do have a whole bunch of brochures and be happy to drop them off. Yeah.
Hey Duncan, if you get my way, can you please give me some brochures too? Because I have people coming in all the time at IHFA
Great.
struggling. So, and I usually send them your way anyway, but to have the brochures would be really nice to have. That way, if people are not always wanting to talk, they just grab it and go.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I would love. I wonder, could you message me your address? I'm not sure where you're at in Coeur d'Alene.
Did you just put your email on there? Yes, you did. I will email you.
Great, thank you.
I think there's a question in the chat too.
Is home share open to single mothers with children? So Roosevelt, the owners aren't open to children, just because it's a shared housing space, and so they're worried about all of the noise, and often we can't match for single mothers with children. Every once in a while, we'll get like an independent basement that's detached from the space where the owners are open to that, but it's sort of rare.
That you have to run these.
Oh, can home share rooms be rented only by individuals or can couples apply? Yes, couples can apply. Like specifically at the Roosevelt, all of those are open up to couples. If you're, and kind of the same thing, most of our providers who you're sharing the same level, most of them are not open to a couple. But if we have something that's detached, like a basement, then those ones are open to couples.
Duncan, I'm wondering if there is like a background check process that both homeowners and people who are applying to, fill that type of position that both parties have to consent to, just to keep everybody safe and what that looks like.
Yes, yeah. So when both the home providers and home seekers apply, we have a full application and then do a background check on them. Yeah.
Hey Duncan, this is Jackie from the commission. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you presenting today. I think this is an amazing thing, and I think it should be bigger than it is. I know you're only one guy, but like
Yeah.
there's so much need out there. So thank you for seeing it, and we will try to help you support it as much as we can.
Thank you. That means so much. Appreciate that.
I agree. Thank you, Duncan, for giving that information. I didn't know there was such a thing as like the service for rent instead, like bartering type
Yeah.
thing. So I didn't know it was available because we have people coming in all the time and they're just down on their luck. And I think sending them your way could be helpful, especially when they have those skills to help, but they just don't have the income at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say that it's not all of the units that we have that offer that service exchange for rent. But when it is there, then it feels really good to help someone. And that's actually how I went through college is I would do landscaping, help out with things around the house for rent, and it housed me for 3 years. And so there's opportunities out there. Just gotta search for them.
Duncan, do you guys stay, I know it's called home share Cooting County, but do you ever venture outside of the county when you have homes available in those areas?
We don't. Every once in a while, we'll get someone that's in the valley or in Sandpoint. One thing that's on the horizon that we want to work towards is having some sort of franchise program where I'd help someone that wanted to start a home share program like in Bonner County. But yeah, I don't have the resources to match all that. So.
Well, thank you, Duncan. That's amazing. What a great program, and awesome that we can all hear about it.
Cool. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Like, thanks for all the interest and all the questions. I love that people love the program and are excited about it. Thank you.
All right, I guess let's go around and talk updates on programs. What's everyone got going on? There's a few of us from Equus, so I'll let Miss Brittany talk about Equus in a minute. But who wants to kick things off and share updates?
I'll go first. We are still having a wait list on the Section 8 side. It is, I think, 30 to 32 months, depending on preferences, but they are pulling 20 people a day. I mean, a week, sorry, 20 a week. So they're a little overwhelmed, but we're doing it. And then the HP program that I run, which is the homeless prevention, which is a gap funding for those individuals who are currently working and had a little like setback that need the assistance of up to $1,000 to help them stabilize, and then they can show stability afterwards, sustainability afterwards. They do not need to have kids to do my program. So definitely there is money there still. So if you want to send, it's still available. It's called the HP program, which they can fill out the survey to apply for it on the Idaho Housing and Finance Association website under homeless prevention. So that is still open, still running. No other significant updates here on this end.
Thanks, Evelyn. All right, who else?
I'll go. I wanted to thank anybody in the room or anybody that participated or attended support a couple of weeks ago. It was really successful. We had a lot of people there, and support helps run the warming center, which will be opening probably in the next week or two. It'll open when temperatures reach below 33 degrees. We do provide transportation from Father Bill's Kitchen because the warming center is located in Post Falls. And it also stops at Heritage Health along the way on Celtice, and it'll give people a ride there too, because Heritage kind of runs almost a day center at the street medicine offices. Next Tuesday, there will be the Chamber of Commerce Nonprofit Committee is putting on a board training kind of retreat type thing. And that'll be at Hospice. And I believe that starts at, oh gosh, I don't know. But you can email me and I can get you details on that. But Scott Ferguson is organizing that, and they've got some pretty dynamic speakers set up. It's a good chance to network. If you're looking for board members, it's also a good chance to hone your skills as a board member. And then I also wanted to say that, you know, with the food insecurity issue being at the top of everybody's mindset, if you work with, you know, the clients that most of us work with, we do have an updated food pantry list, and there's been a bunch of community providers, CAP and Heritage Health and St. Vincent's, have come together to try to be able to best support people if they're in need. We have, again, with the community being so generous, our food pantry right now at the Help Center is limited, but it also has, it's received a lot of donations over the past couple weeks. And if you need one of those lists, you can also email me for that. And we have an electronic copy that we can send out to you. And that's the most current list, I believe, that's probably available in the area of food kitchens and food pantries. And you know, let me know if you have someone in need, and we'll try to help as much as we can. Thanks.
Hey, Donna, can you send me a list, current list? I'm emailing you for it.
Yeah, I wondered if maybe you could send it to Rebecca and she could just distribute it to the whole Alice task force, because that'd be super useful for us as well. And thank you for working on it, Donna.
This is Christy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's also linked to the front page of St. Vincent de Paul North Idaho.org. You'll see a button at the top and it'll give you the PDF.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thanks, Donna. All right, who else?
I can give a quick update and a quick intro as well. Again, my name is Gabriel. For those of you that don't know about Sand Creek Connections, it's the newest program of NAMI Far North. Essentially, it's a program geared towards helping people living with adults living with mental health challenges to help their recovery process through providing healthy connections, a safe space, and purposeful work. So our clubhouse, we're coming up to a year now of being open, and we'd love to continue to support more people. Vast majority of our members are from the Bonner and Boundary counties, but I personally live in Coeur d'Alene, so if there's anybody that you guys know that would be interested or could benefit from joining the clubhouse, I'd be more than happy to work something out in terms of transportation. We've had some very generous donors who helped to secure some funds for a clubhouse van as well. So that's something that we can start providing too. So yeah, I'll put my email as well on the chat if anybody wants to learn more about the program, wants to tour. Our members love showing off the clubhouse, so that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'll leave my contact information. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you.
Hey, just posted a note. We have our annual Snowflake Fair coming up at St. Luke's, and it's a way we've raised funds for giving to various area organizations. And part of the nice thing of it is the resale area, or the things where people have donated things to be sold. We don't put prices on. People just give what they think it's worth and what they can afford. So it's a nice way that folks who are on a tight budget can do some Christmas shopping and some other supplies shopping for themselves. So that's that's coming up on the 6th. So you can let folks know, and if someone wants to make a donation of stuff to be sold that's in decent shape that you wouldn't give to your non-friend, then that can be part of what can raise money as well.
Thank you. Okay. What else?
Is there anybody else? Can I go?
Yeah, it's hard to hear you. So.
Okay, is that better?
Sorta.
Okay, I'll try to be loud. I'm not sure. Can you hear me okay?
We'll have to listen carefully. It's hard to hear you.
Okay, let me click off and click back on again.
Okay.
Is that any better?
Not really. No.
It could be my computer.
We can understand you, Jeanette. It's just really quiet. But so if
Yeah.
you just talk really, as loud as you can and clearly, we can understand you.
Okay, great. I dropped my laptop recently, and I'm waiting for a new laptop, and I'm pretty sure that that's the reason, because this is like my second time that that's happened. So I apologize. I have some events coming up that are great for kiddos. They are free to anybody who is in the ALICE population or part of Strengthening Families or any of the group, the social work groups that we work with. So Thanksgiving week on 11/25 on that Tuesday from 10 to 4 is an open crafting game day for kids in elementary and middle school. And they just have to mention the referral group, and I will comp them. It's not very much money anyway. It's $10 a kid. So, and it's by donation. So we don't, monitor every single one. And then the week of December 14th is Holidays and Heroes that weekend. and that's where law enforcement and first responders take kiddos out. There's about 110 of them. And so I am looking for things that can benefit kids, information that can help parents, and we give them resilience sacks, and we buy every kid they get socks, and they have all those kinds of resources, you know, from the departments. But we're looking for more like materials from our services that can help support parents. And we fill bags with what do you call it? Gingerbread house kits. And every kid gets a gingerbread house kit and a toy inside that bag. And so if you have anything that you'd like to give some information, that would be great. And the craft and activity event is Thanksgiving Tuesday, which is 11/25. And then we also have that same type of camp, winter camp, going on during Christmas break. It looks like Monday December 29th and Tuesday, December 30th. And then we have drop and shop days prior to that. And that is where kids can be dropped off while parents shop, or just an activity day also. But it's a little bit of a different theme. It's holidays around the world because it's before the holiday. And that is Monday the 22nd and Tuesday the 23rd. And all of those are free events. And then in December, I just want to give you a heads up that we're doing some social work mapping. So we'll be inviting members of the community that work in social work to come to a lunch, and we're going to do about a 2-hour mapping of where those services are being provided and what types of services specifically and who they're serving, so that we can see where our gaps are, because we do the social work internship program here in our building. And we just want to make sure that we're serving our students in the best way and encouraging them to participate where it's really needed. And then finally, we are getting ready to kick off our next year's schedule. And we are looking for individuals who want to do community classes centered around mental health and wellness, or classes that would benefit youth. So for instance, a youth cooking class, or any of the resilience building classes for parents. We're going to open up the building for free. We just need to fill our calendar with certain types of classes in the building. This is a community space, and it's expected to be stewarded that way. And so if you have a need, we can seat about 175 theater, 120 in round tables, and we do have a kitchen. So just let me know if you're interested in providing a class, and we'll lock your date in.
That's great. Thanks. Good luck with your computer. I've been there.
All right. I'm sorry. That's
No worries. That's totally fine. All right. Who else?
Hi, I'm Angela with Village of Hope. We do foster care support, but also several years ago, I helped start Court of Christmas, so I still volunteer with that. And I put a link in the chat to a Google Drive flyer about that, that is specifically for Alice population families. It's a Christmas pop-up store where families can shop for 80% off retail prices. They can get up to 3 gifts per child or spend up to $20, which gives them $100 worth in gifts. It's a joint partnership with what used to be Anthem CDAs becoming Garden Church, and also Love Inc., Kootenai County. So the application goes through Love Inc., and registration is open through November 17th. So just a few days left on that. So feel free to share that out with anybody you think would benefit.
That's great. Thank you. Okay. Who else has updates?
I have an update, I guess, but so I'm working for mental health therapy, Healing Hearts, and we are one of the few clinics in the area that accept Medicare and Medicaid. And so if you have any clients who are in need of therapy, we can provide that service, and we are accepting new clients right now. I'll put a link to the website on on the chat. I'm sorry, I have my puppy here and he's wanting attention. And what else? Oh, does any of you know of any therapy clinics who might provide services for families who are involved with the legal system? So child abuse and who might need reporting, who are therapists who would need to be reporting to the system. I guess I need a lead for a therapy or a therapist if anybody has one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gladys, have you checked with Raising Resilience?
I haven't, but Raising Resilience, is that what it's called? Okay. Thank you.
Okay, who else? Updates, just program check-ins. Like Rebecca said, a lot of new folks, so share, and share more. So many great programs up north. It's awesome.
I have one more thing. The Behavioral Health Board has some limited funding available for small grants in the $1,000 to $2,000 range typically. So if you have a project or an event or a training coming up where you could use a little bit of funding, there is a grant application available on the Region 1 Behavioral Health Board website, and that's region1behavioralhealth.org. And check it out because we have some extra money right now, so not a whole lot, but it's enough to help with an event.
I also have one more thing I forgot. I had mentioned in a couple meetings that we are going to stock a youth pantry in our building for winter breaks. We get a lot of people, a lot of kids who wander in the park and are walking around, those kinds of things. And so if you have kid-friendly food or snacks or the ability to help provide and stock that for a one-time startup, we do have some donations coming in, but we're looking to stock that before the holiday break. And so I'm primarily looking for, and there is the ability for those kids to cook here, so they can heat up some soup or whatever they need. So, but it has to be easy, non-perishable items. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Okay, who else?
I have a quick update to the city of Coeur d'Alene. We have community development block grant funds, and we have a program called the Emergency Minor Home Repair and Accessibility Improvement Program. We call it MRAP. That provides grants up to $5,000 for low-income homeowners in Coeur d'Alene to make emergency minor repairs. We help homeowners replace water heaters, furnaces, AC units. Sometimes some of our elderly homeowners would like to pull out bathtubs and put walk-in showers. So anyway, we have funds available for that. If anyone comes across anyone seeking funds to, replace or repair their furnace since it's getting cold now, or we can't use the funds for maintenance things, but we can do for those replacements and accessibility upgrades. So send them my way if there's a question, and I can kind of help them through the application. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, who else? Brittany, do you want to chat about our program?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much, United Way, for, of course, having us. And thank you, Duncan, for
Gosh, I mean, just for sharing about your program, about the passion you have for your community and the people that you're serving. So a bit about Equus. I am currently the Outreach and Engagement Specialist here at Equus Workforce Solutions. We're based in Post Falls. The heart of who we are is to change lives, and we are able to do that by creating opportunities, one, but then also assisting in removing barriers between people and their employment for folks who are looking for full-time gainful employment in in-demand career fields within our communities. We're able to connect people to opportunities for courses, classes, education, as well as certifications and licensures, and connecting them to life-changing opportunities to advance themselves, to change the integral context of like the makeup of their families, their lives, stability. And so it's an incredible program. We encourage people to refer them to us. It's applying for our program is really easy. But before I get into that, so we're able to serve people who are low income, displaced homemakers, as well as dislocated workers, individuals who are low income or seeking public assistance or utilizing public assistance, individuals who are exiting the criminal justice system, those who are disabled, and able to or wanting to work full time. There's a great wide berth of individuals that we have the honor of walking with to apply to our program. So being eligible for our program is relatively, I mean, it's quite easy to find eligibility in our program. However, it's a suitability issue. So they go to Equus, EQUUS, Idaho.com, go to the Apply Now tab, fill out a 2-minute application. First, they watch a 4-minute video. Then they go to idahoworks.gov and create an account for a job seeker. And from there, once they've created that account for a job seeker, within 2 business days, we will have one of our intake specialists reach out, assist them in walking through eligibility, what that might look like, and then seeing if they're suitable in that manner and then forwarding them on to, not forwarding them on, but getting them onto the schedule of a career coach. And it's an incredible program. I got to tell you, if it had been something I'd had 10 years ago, it would have changed the path and course of my life. But at the same time, it's both a blessing and an honor for those who are employed with Equus to be able to walk with individuals who have that desire to change their lives. So encourage you to send them our way. So yeah, that's a little bit about us. We're reaching out into communities, connecting with community partners. If you can think of anyone who you would like who you would like to connect, who you would like us to connect with, whether it might be a participant, encourage them to apply. But if it's another community partner, feel free to send them our way. I believe I can put my information in the chat, and I'd be more than happy to connect with community partners or even businesses you might think of. We don't just work with participants, we also connect with businesses and then connect them with eligible quality individuals who we've already vetted. And so, yeah, thank you so much for your time today. And April, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on Equus and the passion we have for people.
Thanks, Brittany. Yeah, as someone, I was in the program, so I can speak to the value that it brings to the community as a dislocated worker, and specifically for the ALICE population, we can help with retaining employment. So if people have career goals to promote and just need some supports, we're here to provide opportunities. So great program. Check out our website. I can put that in the chat. And then I am actually hiring a career advisor in the Post Falls office. So if you know anyone who really wants to support Idahoans and reaching their career goals, have them apply. Pretty exciting. It's how I started, and now I'm the project director. So great program, great company. Okay. Anyone else? Updates, tidbits?
That
Hey, this is Chrissy from Navigation, and I don't have any real updates other than we do still have funding. And for anybody who might be new to the call, I feel like I recognize everybody. Our emergency assistance funding we use primarily for rent and utilities, not limited to that. Career enhancement we can use to help individuals either obtain or maintain employment. We do need those individuals to be sustainable once they receive funding. They need to be able to meet their own obligations going forward. It's not ongoing assistance. And our funding is also tied to children. We also still have kinship funding. That funding we use to help families who are raising children when their parents are unable to. That's private funding. We have a lot more flexibility with that funding because it is private funding. There's not specific things that we can use it for. So again, lots of flexibility there. We did have an open position, but unfortunately, that position was moved to Region 3. So we now just have one full-time navigator in Region 1 to cover the 5 northern counties. And that is Miss Rebecca Medicine Eagle, and she's absolutely wonderful and outstanding. She's not on the call today because, as you might imagine, she's quite busy. I am also now taking cases to try and help with the caseload up here. And then we have a Region 2 navigator who is also stepping in and helping, trying to keep up with the volume. So we're doing the best that we can to keep up and still maintain our connections and get out in the community. But you may be seeing a little less of us for a while until this all works itself out. But that's all I have for navigation at this time.
Well, thanks, Chrissy. Hey, anyone else?
Well, I actually want to be respectful of people's time. We try to end it at around 10. So I'm going to set everybody free unless anybody has anything else urgent that they would like to share. But thank you so much for being here. You guys, if you're attending the training later today for Volunteer North Idaho, I will see you there. If you still want to register for that, that's on volunteernorthidaho.org under the events page. So anyways, have a great rest of your guys' week and happy almost Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.